Welcome to Breaking It Down with B. Today I would like to talk about the state witnesses for YSL. You have Walter Murphy that says he's a co-founder of YSL. The state can give him up to 8 years in prison because of his testimony, which I'm sorry, it's 10 years because of his testimony. Right now he's on a plea. And if the state don't like how his plea goes, they can always revoke his plea. Then you have Trentavious Stevens, where he was on trial. He had trouble with his memory, and he also had a few tense exchanges with Love during the 2 days of testimony. Stevens accepted a plea deal in December of 2022, agreeing to serve 8 years of probation in exchange for a lesser charge. You have YSL Woody, Little Woody. He have charges that the state took back, but if they don't like his testimony, those charges can come up. The state is playing a dirty game with these young men's lives. You also have Antonio Sledge. He could serve up to 35 years, but his testimony don't go the way the state want him to. All these young men can be put in prison. It's not fair how the state, the judge, Fonnie Willis' office is doing these young African American men. Something needs to be done. They need to be stopped. How can you give me a plea deal from 8, 10, 35 years to testify and lie for you to get what you want? And when it don't turn out that way, you could take these men's life away. I don't know where Governor Kemp is, but he need to be watching this trial. I don't know if the Justice Department of the United States can do anything, but they need to be watching this trial. Love is always lying. She's corrupt. You have Hilton. She prayed, but she vindictive. You have Judge Whitaker. I call her Judge Giggles because she thinks everything is funny. She's allowing Love to badger witnesses for 2 and 3 days when she say it's only gonna be 3 hours. But then when the defense get ready to do they cross, they have a time limit. Please explain to me, how is that fair? Now, I'm not gonna say everybody in this YSL trial is not guilty, but the reason why I'm riding so hard for them is because they're not getting a fair trial. You got Love. She want to take Fonnie Willis' spot. So this is her audition. You got Judge Whitaker, aka Giggles. She doing her big one for the Supreme Court of Georgia. This case is not about a RICO. It's more political than anything. Let me ask you this. Have anybody seen RICO? Have anybody found a part of this case of all we done listened to where RICO then came into a factor? I say no. But if you disagree with me, leave it in the comments below. My next question is, why do you have a case of Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, pictures, but no hard evidence? You should not be able to try a case off of social media. Who does that besides Fulton Corrupt County? I'm sick of watching it. We're going to be on a day of 124, 125, and all we seen was videos, Instagram, Facebook. We have not seen any hard evidence. The gang experts were made to be not credible. You had your 48-hour star come up there, Quinn. Another question I want to ask: why is Gaither and Dennis always involved in all of the cases? And Thorpe, those three, you never hear about any other detectives. Why were they so dead set on trying to get Jeffrey Williams? I'm not even going to call him Young Thug. I'm going to call him by his government name because it's not fair. You did improper raids on this man's property. You did everything wrong. But what is you changing to do right? This trial is political. You got people life on the line just to get a promotion. I thought when Glanville got off the case, Judge Whitaker would be better, but she just like him. I call her Glanville Jr., aka Giggles. This is the worst case in the United States. And then you would think they know the world is watching, the state, the judge, but they don't care. It's corruption at its finest. How can you have people on trial when you should have the RICO on Fonnie Willis' office, on the judges, on the state? You got the jail that's not paying people. Fulton County is a hot mess. Everybody think Atlanta is great. Well, if you look at this trial and then continue on down the right street, Fulton County got issues. It needs to be cleaned up. You got other people running against Fonnie Willis saying, oh, if I'm elected, I'll free Young Thug. What else are you going to do? We thought Fonnie Willis was better than Paul Howard, but that's not the case. Explain to me, what is the case? How can things get better when you got the state that's corrupt, you got the judges that's corrupt, you got the sheriff department that's corrupt? I didn't get it with the sheriff department when they said they were going to hire the people that walked off the job. If you could hire the people that walked off the job with that company, why you just didn't pay the company? I get it, you say buckets, but you could take one bucket and pour it into the other bucket and get it done. These people got to live in that place. These people got to go to court and sit in court for 8 to 9 to 10 hours. They got to be woke up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to be transported to the courthouse. Sit there all day in and day out, day in and day out. Something really needs to be done. I just can't wrap my mind around this case. I know it starts back up tomorrow, And the funny part, when Love is examining a witness, the defense might give them an objection every now and then. But when a defense attorney is crossing, Love gotta object before anybody can spit the words out their mouth. It's leading to show she's corrupt. It's leading to show they have no case. You got the jury. You know they done seen some type of YouTube, X, the news. It's across the world. But you got these people sitting up here acting like they haven't seen anything. And it's no way that they couldn't. You go pump gas at the gas pump. I'm going to use BP for example. The news come up, the first thing I see is the YSL trial. Let them young men go. Y'all don't have a case. You reaching. You got Love lying and stuttering. She can't complete a sentence. But if the defense is up, she could complete a sentence then. It's corruption. It's sad. It don't make any sense at all. This just needs to be gone. This case need to be dismissed with prejudice. Let them young men go home to their family, their friends, their loved ones, and the state. Y'all need to get yourself together because you're looking bad. I pray every night for them young men. Not because I think they innocent or guilty. It's because they don't have a fair trial. How can you sit in a black robe or dress in the same outfits, Miss Love, from week to week and never uphold your oath of duty? I'm going to ask y'all to come back for more updates. Everybody is talking about the case, but I wanted to talk about the witnesses because their lives are more on the line than the people that's in trial because they're not giving the state what they want. So again, follow me for more updates. I'll be dropping more content very soon. Hope you enjoyed this live. This video. Like, share, subscribe, and comment your thoughts.